Should I go for this Rapunzel? Must it correctly? Yeah, okay.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Another achievement.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
I'm gonna listen that quickly again.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over.
What's about this drawing? Don't get it.
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Can I watch it quickly for...
We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty ones.
Gonna watch for a word fairy. So, fairy, that was the... Okay. Have I to find them? The missing volume? Or I love it, it's awesome storytelling game, but I'm still not sure what my goal is. Maybe we're gonna check quickly here, but again, I have to read it again. I think I missed something here. Okay, I was not reading something who says me what I have to do. Just I could add some text, search for exact matches with the higher like comma. What was the name here? No, the inverted commas. Okay. That's okay for me, but I'm still not sure about the goal. Maybe I have to do that. So far I can found new parts are gonna do that, but yeah, I'm still not sure how to end this game. Maybe I have to find all of the videos, but when I do that too long, I'm gonna check how quick it just to be sure how this game will end. I don't try. I will try. Don't. Come on. I tried that I don't get spoiled by anything else. So, but for the moment, is it okay for me?
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
That was strange. Sure. They thought they're princess. That's princesses. I don't know what I mean. That's normal for a particular younger age of women, I guess. But oh yeah, girls, women shouldn't. Yeah, I don't like to talk about it anymore. But yeah, they sound a little bit not silly. Yeah, crazy is the word I was searching for, but I don't know how I should understand this.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can. Simon, you do what you can.
Okay, that was amazing. Yeah, life isn't a fairy tale. Wow, that's a conclusion.
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Yeah, that fits also in my puzzle here. And what was I searching? Fairy puzzle, twin, tall house, attic, and do I have here a limit? Something like that. So what I was noting down was the name Florence. I guess that was her not stepmother, her the woman who raised her. the other twin. Okay.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
And then she was living in the attic of her of this Florence and not of her sister. I thought she was living in the attic where the dollhouse was. Or was she moving then in the other attic and lived with her sister in their home? That sounds strange.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Sad story?
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Oh, if you knew, okay. How is the state? Not that bad.
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page.
Nice music. Yeah, gonna.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Then she was looking through the window and then she saw her twin sister, I guess.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
What's this police sounds in the background? Okay. Thought it was the murder weapon.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
That was the picture, the drawn picture from before.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Okay, so the reflection she was mentioning before was actually her twin sister, and she was trapped in her attic from the other woman, and they lived next to the street, next to the house of the other one, so they are interesting story, sad story. I feel sorry. Guess that was a combination of that I was trying to say for her. I feel sorry for her, sorry, I was mixing up my sense here. But why kill Simon? That's still something I don't get so far. Maybe. Okay.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill me. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Okay, so that was what I thought before. She was in Glasgow when her twin sister killed her husband. She was pregnant at this time, but her twin sister was trying to get also, but I'm not sure why. But I'm still not sure why she was killed. And I'm very sure they planned that together, like the older interview before. But okay.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
That's the question, girl. That's the question. So, no, did that. No, I didn't that before, so I'm gonna try that quickly out. I think, yeah. Thought I wouldn't find that many.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Going quickly for a word here.
You cheated on your wife.
No, too fast for me.
Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Affair? Okay, could go for sex, but I know how to write it. Quickly go for baby first. But yeah. Oh, okay, then not that bad.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday. No, I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
So she was losing her first baby, but she had... Wait. She was saying she had a baby to take care of. So, was she losing one and get pregnant again? Or was her twin sister get pregnant with these strange peoples and she get her baby later? Crazy stuff here.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
They put his dead body in a bag? That's fucked up. Really. And probably start smelling funny down there, I guess. And don't know how many time was between, but yeah, I think a corpse starts stinking very fast. Not I'm expert in that, but yeah. Did you ever forgot something? I don't know. Piece of meat or something like that. That stinks very fast. Can especially remember on when the food of for our cat was not the freshest one. Maybe just one day or so, but they could smell awful. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
Who is that fucking face? Is that the player's face? Still creep out about that. So I go for back just to be sure. Oh, nice.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Not sure it's the... Yeah, it's probably exactly this one after this. Yeah, that should fit about the time. Yeah, it's maybe one... Yeah, one missing between, saying that.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Yeah, there wasn't actually searching for that, so not a lot of bags, so going for tape. No, there wasn't. Going one quickly back.
When will the police let me back in the house?
That was not the one I was searching for, it was the second one here.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Whoops. Fuck. I was clicking out of the game. I think the recording is still going on.